So I'm just going to be doing a live commentary of the work you see here, my MoCap session for my video game character in the game Valorant. As you can see, first off here, I concentrated on the walking movements and I concentrated on the bending of the knees being straight and the fact that I could move quickly, but also keeping my movement sustained, straightforward, straight to where I need to be, and kind of the dummy can only move on certain joints instead of really flexibly. Now here you can see some Valorant character deaths, and I tried to replicate this within my movement, because obviously within the game they fall a lot quicker once they die than in the videos just shown, and I had tried to replicate that by falling a lot quicker, but also had to keep in mind the suit, and I didn't want to break it by falling too fast. Then I moved on to loading screen animation, and I started working with moving my face and my arms like a dummy would do, bending at the elbows, moving the head, and I thought the skipping showed a lot more flexibility in the knees for the character. And then this is the final product. And as you can see, I tried to keep it still with the bending of the joints in the right places. This was some ragdoll exercises, and as I was practicing the ragdolling, because each character has 3 abilities within the game, and one of which was a ragdoll distraction, which you can see me practicing here, in which the character would just fall on the floor, kind of fly in front of the enemy, although I couldn't dive that far within the suit at this given time. The second ability was a crawl, which allowed the character to crawl through vents that would be placed in the map. And although the software wasn't really playing well with me here, you can see the movements between the arms and the legs and keeping it all still and in front of me, kind of, and all in one little box. The third ability was a throwable, which is a detachable arm. So I'd have like a spare arm for the Crash Test Dummy character that I would then throw, keeping the arm and the elbow connected. Here you can see me practicing the throw around a corner and also peeking around a corner and how the character would stand. It's very still in the legs, and then against the wall, obviously it's very straight. The head only rotates on where it is on the dummy instead of very flexible around the corner as any human could do. Then I practiced movement against the wall and crouching alongside it and how it would move around the corner yet again. Then I practiced the elbow joints and the movements within reloading the weapon. This is of course a shooter game, and the character would have to reload and focus on his arm movements, hence why whenever I aim, as I'm doing here whilst practicing crouching, I aim straight, always straight forward. The crouching movements, I concentrate on the bending of the knees again, and thought it would be more of a side step than a rotate on the with the hips, because of course it's a dummy figure, and that's not exactly how it would work. Here I practiced jumping and the jumping technique, again another movement technique within the game, and I decided to make him jump on both feet, and then as he went along continue to do so.